Hello, everyone, and welcome. I am the OGGO Greg Osmond. Thank you for joining me today. Live episode 75 of World of Outlaws Dirt Racing 24. If you missed the last episode, you'll have to go figure out how to get that because I can't do the eye in the top right of the screen on live videos. At least I don't know how to do that if you can. But make sure you like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel so you can follow along with the rest of the series. We're trying to get to 5,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So if you're not subscribed, I would much appreciate it if you would hit that subscribe button. And as always, check out the video description for our Linktree link to all of our great channel supporters and sponsors. Make sure you go support those who support us. In that video description, you've also got information on channel memberships, $5 a month for extended length videos, exclusive videos, merch discounts. We have merch now, shirts, stickers below the video as well. So, like I said, your merch discounts on that, plus there's a bunch of other cool stuff in there. So, merch also extends to our Osmond Racing discounts or merchandise as well. So the discount applies to that as well. So, but yeah, definitely go check that out in the video description or the join button below the video for information on channel memberships. All right, we are live here for the final two races of the Micro Sprint Regional Series. We have a healthy lead. It's what, 226 points. We only have one or two upgrades remaining on this car, 52,404, and however much the third upgrade is going to be. So I'm tempted to go do some higher driver races for one of the other cars. How many championships do we have at the regional level? We have one. So which one was the pro late model, right? So let's go run just we'll do like the third regulation so we can. I'm not gonna do all of them. I'm just gonna do enough to get like probably 150, maybe 200,000. So we'll do that. So I need to repair that first. Okay, so did I not repair it? Oh, I don't have enough money. That's a first. All right, we'll hire the cheapest driver because I'm cheap. Okay, so 12th place. We got the top 15. That's definitely good. $31,000 for a 12th place finish. I am not going to complain about that at all. All right. So now we'll go repair that. Then we'll do another higher driver. We'll do a few more of these before we get into the racing in the micro. Mayrob Riley finished 10th, $33,000. Only cost us $6,000 to hire that driver, so definitely good there. All right. Parts and repairs, repair that. Yes, I understand I'm losing some money with not having my mechanic assigned to this car on when we do repairs. So I'm not going to reassign somebody and spend all that money. I don't think it'd be worth it. So okay. Showcase is up next. Should we hire somebody else for a showcase race? What do you guys think? Got to make a quick snap decision here. So here's our options. So keep in mind the skill level obviously goes up, but the prize cut goes up as well. So Olivia Sastre has a much higher skill, but is also going to cost us double than what Bindi Brock is going to cost us. So, or we can go right in the middle and go with someone a little more skilled, but takes 5% more. And there's 10% more than Bindi, 20%, 30% more. So, what should we do here? Let me know. What do you think we should do? So it's 50,000 to win. This car is fully upgraded. No, it's not. It does not have the level 5 engine, so it's almost fully upgraded. So Jerry says go right in the middle with Tyler Seabrook. He's a reckless driver. I think that's a good idea. So we're gonna go ahead and hire that guy. See how he does. 7th. That's not bad. Cost us $13,000. He got $39,000 in the bank from it, though. So I think we should run one more, and then we'll get into the racing. Wait, we have Cometic. I'm gonna keep Cometic on the car. I don't think we're gonna be able to get a win. No, all right, we'll do one more higher driver race here, and yeah, we'll just stick down here because this guy had a little more skill than the others, and yeah, I think we actually came out with more money from that one, but I mean it depends. So all right, so we've got $160,000 in the bank right now. Let's now head back. Oh wait, I should have stayed there. Sorry. Micro sprint. All right, so last two races of the season here: Sugarbush and Knoxville. Oh, that was the wrong button. Sugarbush and Knoxville. Like I said before, we have a 226-point lead, so I'm not in any sort of danger of losing the championship. So this is really just icing on the cake at this point. So we'll come in that engine here. We'll get that upgrade 2 with the level 5 engine, and then $71,000. It's a good thing I went a little further with that one. So we are now fully upgraded. This car is 100% upgraded, 100% durability. I will repair everything regardless of the status. Regardless of how like far along it is, I will upgrade everything or repair everything before we get into the last race. So Sugarbush is up here. It is a half-mile track in, I didn't even look, Tennessee. So we're gonna head to Tennessee and get this thing going. Jerry, I'll get to your question here real quick. So if anybody else has any questions, I like to treat these live videos as like Q&As. So real racing, the video games, anything, just let me know in the chat. Super chats are active. I'm not going to say you get any sort of preferential treatment with that, but it just helps me grow the channel and helps the real race team out if you were to do anything with that as well. So, all right, we're going to head to Sugarbush in Tennessee. All right, so Jerry, do I have any setup tips for running competitively on the top side at some tracks? It really depends on which track. Some tracks are more open to having a topside groove. Some are not. So really just, and it depends on the car too. So it really depends. Trial and error is probably your best course of action there. You got to find something that works for you, works for your driving style. Because I could, that took forever to shift. I could give you some pointers on what I would do, but that may not necessarily mean it'll work for you. So the sliders are nice, but I think the sliders are geared down quite a bit. As you can see right here, if you look at the tack in the bottom right of the screen, if you can see, I think my channel logo might be over it, but I mean, we're 2,000 RPM away from redline, so we're definitely going to have to improve that. So 16.4, oh wow, we are way off the goal time. So for any new viewers, whenever we go to a track that we have not raced at with this car before, I always do the slider setup just to set a baseline, and then I'll go in and do my custom setup. So what I like to do from my perspective is on the left rear, I'll go soft on the spring, but I'll go stiff on the compression of the shock, and then soft on the rebound. So that kind of forces the left rear of the car to stay up, which is a little backwards what you would normally do in these cars. I'm not saying that would work in any realistic sense, but it's what I found to work here. And then on the right rear, I'll go stiff on the torsion bar, which is your spring if you were comparing this to a fendered car, and then split the difference, go halfway, do a 50-50 on the shock. So if it takes 1 second for 1 inch of the shock to compress, it'll take 1 second for that 1 inch of the shock to rebound back out as well. Um, and then on the brake bias, I always go 10% on the front. Having more rear brake bias helps the car turn. It loosens the car up, if you will. And then more left side rate, 2% more weight on the left side of the car just to help it get through the corners a little better. And then rear end ratio, I'm going to go up to 620. The higher the number, the shorter the gear. The shorter the gear, the better the acceleration. Versus the lower the number, the taller the gear. The taller the gear, the better top speed. So for bigger tracks, you want a taller gear. For smaller tracks, you want a shorter gear because you want more acceleration on the short tracks. You want more top speed on the big tracks. So we'll get going here. Now, if you did not watch the last episode, I did up the difficulty with this in this car in this season because we were having a little too easy of a time with it. But all right, so goal time here is a 15.513, 15513. You can see that in the top right of the screen, right underneath the current lap time, and it is going to be tough to get that. Oof. 16.108. That's been our best lap so far. Now, Jerry, to answer your question again, this could be an example of I may need to go with a taller gear ratio. I may need to go with a taller gear ratio on this because the top side of the track may be better suited for this. So I will go back down to that 580 where it was, continue on with practice here. All right. So doing so mean it's the bottom side of the track is the shortest distance around. So you would think that would be the fastest way around the track, but that's not always the case. Sometimes when you're on the top, you can hold better momentum. Go to the bottom. Occasionally, you have to slow down a lot more around the bottom side of the track. So, if you're having trouble running the top side in any tracks, first thing I would do is make sure that you're getting the most RPM that you can. You see we're already 0.4 of a second slower on the top side, but I might be able to get a little more out of it if I adjust the gear ratio, or I adjust my line, go top down, and kind of use the, albeit minimal banking of the track to our advantage, but you're essentially maximizing your RPM range by doing that. But this is also one of those, like, you're never going to do that in the real world. 16.181. So I wasn't even able to, well, I guess I did. So I ran my fastest lap using that methodology, but I mean, in a race, you're not going to be able to run that line unless you're way out front. So we'll run a few more laps here in practice just to get a feel for everything. Car could still use a little more get up and go. Yeah, okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go back to 590 on that and head back out for practice. Because I noticed we were still a little short on hitting that red line on the gear ratio. Alright, we are in 5th gear, and maybe running through the middles where we need to. So 15.970 is our fastest time so far. 15.513 has been our or is the goal time here. Take a look at that tack in the bottom right. As long as it doesn't flash red, we're good. Tear off. It's a little dirty on the screen there. So, all right, this lap of 16.549. So you can see exactly how slow that is compared to the goal time. If you guys haven't seen the setup video I did comparing everything to my real car, definitely go check that out. It kind of explains exactly what all this, and I understand that fendered stuff doesn't really apply to winged stuff and open wheel stuff, but the concept is the same. Like, a shock compression and rebound is the same regardless of what car you're putting it on. Weight distribution is relatively similar. Gear ratios are the same. Tire pressures are going to be very similar. Stagger, all that stuff. It's gonna be very, very similar regardless of what car you're looking at. Now, wing stuff, your wing angles and your not offsets, your right rear wheel spacings and stuff like that. That's going to play into it more than it will on the rendered stuff. But definitely go check that video out. I'm not going to say I am the expert on any of that stuff, but I tried to do my best and make everything make sense. So, all right. I'm going to call it good here. And we don't really need the bonus money, to be honest with you. So, I just want to get a feel for the car. I'm going to go back to 620 on that, and I'm actually going to... I'm going to soften up the torsion bar on the right rear to a 1. And then we're going to go... Stop. Okay, so there's that. No sponsor goal or anything. We didn't get anything there. So we're going to head to qualifying now. Goal time is a 15.312. So let's go ahead and head out onto the track. Go in here. All right, boy, that's very close to red line, or we're hitting the chip, if you will. So that's the sound I don't want to hear because that's just making noise. It's not moving the car forward at all. So that's not. Yep, and we're gonna have to tune that down a little bit. That's a fast lap, 15.949. That's our fastest lap ever. Yep, we're going to have to tune that gear ratio down. Lap number 2, coming off of turn number 4, it's going to be a 15.920. 15th. Yikes. Okay. Okay. Got a work cut out for us here. 15th place here in qualifications. Gary Nelson, top of the board. He will come home with top qualifier honors. Ron Matthews is in 2nd. Lisa Dixon 3rd. Tammy Gonzalez 4th. Brent Brown qualifies in the 5th spot. All right, so like I said, we're going to go tune that down a little bit to a 6.0. Car handled really well that time, so I'm not really going to mess around with the setup suspension-wise other than just that one that gear ratio change. So we will now head to the heat race. We're going to start, we call 3rd in heat race number 5. We got our work cut out for us. Didn't qualify the best, but hey, it is what it is. We've got the championship locked up, so we definitely want to send ourselves out on a good note. But here we go. Heat race number 5 is up next. Our top 4 to the A main. Top 4 to the A main. Welcome, everybody. Getting ready for heat race action here at Sugarbush. Green flag is out. We are underway. Brent Brown starts on the pole. Phil Flores starts in that 2nd spot. Brent Brown going to get a good jump. He'll get out to the race lead. We got to keep an eye behind us. Ken Hall, Robbie Jackson trying to grab that 3rd spot. Alpha 4, completing lap number 1, will stay in the 3rd position. No changes in the top 3. Flores now goes to the top, trying to make something happen up there. Not able to do anything as Brent Brown starts to extend his lead on the field. Around here, complete lap number 2. Brent Brown is the race leader. Phil Flores is in 2nd. We ride in 3rd, right where we started. Robbie Jackson, as of the moment, has that 3rd. Oh, no. Oh, wait, nope. Back and forth they go. Robbie Jackson and Ken Hall going back and forth for that 4th and final A-main transfer spot. 7 laps to go now as Brent Brown extends his lead to 2.5 seconds and then some. It's now almost 3 seconds on Phil Flores, or on us. It's about 1.7 to Phil Flores. 6 laps to go now. 4 are complete. This time by the line, we will be halfway home. 5 down, 5 to go. Remember, top 4 to the qualified dash. I'm sorry, top 4 to the A main. Top 2 to the qualified dash. Let's try and rip the lip up here, see if it helps us out at all. Phil Flores is running that line, and he's pulling away from us, so let's see if it helps us out at all. Not really. Not at all. So, this time by 3 laps to go here in heat race action. It's a little boring right now, I will say. There's a huge gap behind us. We're 3 seconds ahead of 4th running Ken Hall. He has that final A-main transfer spot right now over Robert Jackson. 2 laps to go. 2 laps to go. This time by the white flag is out. 1 lap remains here at Sugarbush, deep in the mountains of Tennessee. Wonder how close to Bristol Sugarbush is. Beautiful facility. Off of turn number 4, here we come down the front stretch. Checker flag is that we will come home 3rd in heat race action. It is a P3 finish for us here at Sugarbush. In the heat race, we started in the 3rd position. We're going to start 15th in the A main. Brent Brown grabs the race win. He'll start on the pole. Or no, he'll start 5th in the qualified dash. Phil Flores will join him in the qualified dash, where he'll start 10th. We're going to transfer through to the A main with our 3rd place finish, starting 15th. And Ken Hall will join us in the A main as well, where he'll start 20th. Everybody else got to run a B main. Let's head back to the pits. All right, back here in the pit area, and I don't really know what else I could do from a setup perspective. I mean, the car's running fine. I can drop that down, anticipating a little bit of wheel spin on a drier, slicker racetrack, but we'll have to see how everything goes. Hello, everybody that's joining us here. We're going to save that setup. Getting ready for our first A main of the video. I'm definitely excited to get this one going. I like this track. I don't know if we're going to be able to pull off a win, but let's see what we can do. A main at Sugarbush coming up next. We're starting 15th. All right, it's A-main time for Sugarbush Motor Speedway. Gary Nelson won that qualified dash. He's going to roll from the pole. P1, Kurt Henderson finished 3rd in Heat 4. He'll start 14th. And starting in 24th, Cale Brown finished 4th in the B main. We finished 3rd in the Heat race number 5. So we are going to start from the 15th position. Here we go. Green flag is out. Remember, we've started from the back in these races before, earlier on in the season, and managed to get our way to the front. This is the first of our 2 races in this video today to end out the regional micro sprint season. And as of lap number 1, we're already up 2 spots into 13th. 30 laps is the distance, 3-0. We're now into 12th as we get by Shane Kelly looking down to the inside of Brett Cooper. We're going to grab that spot as well. Going to crack the top 10. Yes, sir. So we're going to get by Phil Flores. Remember, he finished 2nd in our heat race. So he beat us in the heat race. Now, as the night has transgressed on, as the night has moved on, we're going to get by him come a main time. Now looking to the inside of Alex Johnson, trying to get into single digits. Position number 9. A little bit of contact there. No harm, no foul. We'll keep it pointed in the right direction and keep on moving. Oh, flipper in front of us. There's going to be a caution. Caution flag is out on the speedway. Who was that? I don't know who it was. It was not Gamola or Johnson. I know that, but whoever it is, they went for a ride. Caution is out, and we're going to have a green flag restart. Here we go. At the line, 5 laps complete. 5 laps completed at the line, 25 to go. We ride in the 9th position. Pretty sure that was someone behind us that went for a ride, but we just got to keep our eyes peeled and not get caught in any of that accidental incidents. I guess that's what an incidental would be, right? Looking now to the inside of Alex Johnson is going to turn number 3 for 8th position now. Already up to that. Oh, another flipper in front of us. Caution, back out. Caution is back out on the speedway here at Sugarbush. We're gonna have another restart. We ride now in the 8th position. I want to try to get to the bottom as quickly as we can. I don't think the top side is where we need to be here. So green flag back out at the line. We will have 8 laps completed. Wow, we got a good restart there on Alex Johnson. He's going to jump our left rear. We're going to spin him out. That was probably my fault. Was it my fault? I don't know. I thought I had him cleared. I guess I didn't. And he goes spinning. So another restart here. That's my bad. All right, another restart here. We're still in the 8th position. Shane Kelly now to our inside. Let's try to not repeat things there. I swear, I thought I had him cleared, and he just rode up on my left rear tire and spun himself out. All right, Brett Cooper is going to get by to our inside and grab 8th place. Oh, in the mirror. You know what that means. He ain't not a caution. Another caution here at the Bush. All right, Sugar Bush. Green flag coming back out. We're now in 9th. Let's see if we can pick up the pieces here and continue moving forward. 11 laps complete now. We are quickly approaching the halfway point here. I feel like we've run more of this race under caution than we have under green. So let's see. Oh, there's going to be another caution right now. There it is. Cautions breed cautions. It's always the other guy's fault, right, Jerry? It's never my fault. Oh my gosh, if I could count. If I had a nickel for every time that happened in the real world. Oh, you got into me. It wasn't my fault. All right, green flag back out. 13 complete at the line. 2 away from halfway. Restarting from 9th. We're going to get a good jump on the field. Looking to the inside of Flores. Actually, I should say Flores is looking to our outside, and he's going to get there and grab 9th from us. Puts us back into the 10th position. We'll stay stuck on the bottom side, catfishing through the corners. I'm going to stay off of that kind of aprony portion of the track. We'll cut off Flores' run there and grab us the 9th spot right back. Field really relatively close together. Ooh, that was my fault. As we're going to now inside of Brett Cooper as we hit the halfway point. 15 down, 15 laps to go here at Sugarbush. Running in now in the 8th position once again. Keeping our eyes peeled in front of us for anything that might happen that we need to avoid. Trying to hunt down Jacob Gamola. Shane Kelly now in 6th. That's all I can see on... Oh, what did I do? What did I just do? Uh-oh. I don't know what just happened there. What just happened? What just happened? Okay, well, for some reason my car reset itself. I think I might have hit a button. Okay, well, now we're back to 15th, right where we started. So I can really use a caution now because we were definitely much better on those shorter runs. Oh yeah, that was very confusing. That sucked, but okay, well, we'll have to literally pick up the pieces now and see if we can manage this one. I don't necessarily like admitting defeat. Or should we pull a mulligan and just restart this one? I'll leave that up to you guys. You tell me what we should do. I try to not do that as much as we can, but should we? What are we thinking? Nine laps to go now. Running in 14th after I accidentally reset the car. Oh, there. Okay. All right, that was. Whew. Oh boy! All right, now we're in 12th. I think we got a chance to get back to where we need to be. So, all right, man, that was eye-opening. That was a pucker factor 9,000 on that one. So, I've got to get to the bottom here sooner rather than later. So, let's do that now. We're gonna get to the bottom. Carl Eric. There we go. There's the leaderboard. Looking now to get by Carl Erickson. If I could really have a caution breed caution moment right here, that would be fantastic. All right, 6 laps to go after we stupidly reset the car down the middle of the backstretch. In a green flag run, no less. All right, so we're back into the single digits. I think we're good. So I don't think we're going to get much further than where we were. So, all right. 4 to go this time by. Okay. 4 to go. I think I finally reset myself. So, looking now to the inside is Shane Kelly. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Are we going to have the spot off of 4? No, he's still there. We don't have him cleared. We have the spot. Should be able to have him cleared here. See him get by Phil Flores at the same time. No dice there. We'll come around here through 3 and 4 at the line this time by. With 2 laps remaining. 2 laps remaining. Here. David, Osmond Racing, one of our cars is in Iowa with Dustin Viz right now, getting a lot of repairs done to it. My car, last lap here. Sorry, I had to interject here. Last lap here. See if we can get by Phil Flores here on the final lap to grab 7th. Oh boy, we barely got him cleared there. Through 3 and 4 down the front straightaway. It is going to be a 7th place finish as 3 cars get tangled up together down the front straightaway. But it is a 7th place finish. We started 15th. I mean, that's a pretty good run, if you ask me. But Gary Nelson gets the well-deserved race win. He was top of the board all night. Dixon finishes 2nd. Ron Matthews 3rd. Timmy Gonzalez 4th. And Ricky Holden, our former nemesis, finishes 5th. All right, finished 7th here at Sugarbush, second to last race of the season here with the micro. We still have the race or the points lead because, we were 226 points ahead at the beginning of this episode. Excuse me. So yeah, we are handily winning this one. Financially, we're gonna leave here with about 26. 29, 3, 11. So not a bad day at the office, as I like to say. And again, skill points that I didn't earn, first and foremost, I can't do anything with even if I do earn them. So, all right, we're all done here at Sugarbush. Let's head back to the race shop. All right, so back here in the race shop, and yes, I know I didn't win, but I wasn't expecting to. But that's okay. So we'll repair everything, get everything up to 100% for our final race of the season here, coming from Knoxville Raceway. I think we can get a top 5, though. So let's repair everything. And David, to answer your question, to continue answering your question, I should say, my car doesn't need a lot of work done to it, but as soon as the other car is done, it's going to go get that stuff done to it. It's a lot of stuff that I can't do myself. I don't know how to weld, make it make sense why I'm in the racing industry if I don't know how to weld. But and there's a lot of that kind of just general fabrication work that I don't have the tools to do. So it's both cars are getting all new shock mounts on all 4 corners. My car's getting a new rear end. The yellow car is getting the rear end out of my car. The yellow car had to have a whole bunch of front end repairs done after the end of last season. So there's just a bunch of stuff doing. My trailer is getting some work done to it right now. We're getting a backup camera installed on it and a bunch of other stuff from that perspective. So it's moving forward, just not as quickly as I would like. Our schedule will be our first race, I think, is the end of March. I think it's like March 28th, 29th. So it's going to be here before we know it, for sure. So there's that. So, Davey, I don't have my wheel and pedals anymore, so I can't play iRacing right now. I sold them to a friend because I wasn't playing iRacing. I had gotten, I got an A license and everything, and there's really no point in it. I wasn't running any leagues or anything like that, so just didn't make sense. And at the time, we were still living in our apartment. I didn't have a lot of room to store all that stuff. Now, we bought our house a year ago, so I have some more um, room for that. I might get into it. David, your face mask is on the way. I sent that out today. Um, we've had a bunch of sickness going around lately, so the hoodie should be done here soon. I asked him yesterday, and um, they should be done here very soon. Um, but then, so Jerry, to answer you, and so I'll answer that once we get to the track. So, uh, Knoxville Raceway, the last race of the season, last race of the series at the regional level with the micro sprint. Definitely excited for this one. We'll crown ourselves as champion at the end of this race. Knoxville is a bucket list track for myself, but we've got 50 laps at the famed sprint car capital of the world, half mile, $40,000 to win. Let's not waste any time. Let's head to Knoxville Raceway. All right, back here at Knoxville, and like I said before, anytime we go to a track and that we haven't raced a car at, we always run the slider setup, the 50% slider setup first, just to get a baseline, and then we adjust from there. So, Jerry, you asked, what are some of my biggest wins in my career? I don't, and from the, I assume you're speaking from the stock car world. Um, I don't have a lot. Obviously, my first one stands out. Um, if you go to the Osmond Racing YouTube channel, the in-car video is on there. From my first win, it was August 18th, 2011, no, 2012. 2011 is when I got hurt. So, yeah, August 18th, 2012 is when I got my first win. Made a last lap pass to do it too, so it came in pretty cool fashion. But other than that, we can possibly get these sponsor goals here with this one. So other than that, I won a locally around us. They run something called the Midwest Big Ten Series, which at the time was a crate late model and modified series, and then they opened it up to the stock cars. I won one of those by about half a lap, I want to say. That's probably been your first one will always be the biggest, right? So you never forget that feeling of the winning, of winning your first race. So that will nothing will ever top the first one. But that Big Ten win I got was pretty special. And I have a quote unquote win to my name since my father passed away, but it was kind of I was passing for the lead coming to the checkered flag, and I got put into the wall pretty heavily. So I didn't exactly cross the line first, but I was credited with the win because they docked the other guy. They docked him positions because of because that was not his first offense, I guess. But I don't. I mean, technically it counts in the win column, but I don't necessarily count that in the win column for myself. But I'm hoping that when we get into Iowa next year full time, we're able to rip off a few there. The first one over there will be pretty big because just of how thick the competition is. There's a reason guys like RTJ, Ricky Thornton Jr., and there's a reason he steps down and drives those cars on a more consistent basis than anybody else. I think it wasn't until a couple years ago that he still had a stock car of his own. So um, he just recently got rid of it. So there's something to be said about that. The Murdies are always very, very strong. But I know Dallon's been doing more modified stuff as of late. So um, the competition level over in Iowa is just through the roof. And I can't wait to see what we can do over there. So if our brief stint at Marshalltown at the end of last year was any indication, I think we can perform well. It's going to be, time will tell on exactly how well we perform, but I think we can. I think we can do well. I am trying my hardest to get this goal time, and it is just slightly out of reach. Our fastest lap has been a 16:4:02. Goal time is a 16:2:99. 364. I can probably go a little more on the gear ratio, so let's see what a 610 will do. Head back out. Oh, no one behind us or in front of us. That's always good. All right. Let's see what we can do here, David. I hope you heard my update on that. Your stuff should be, I'd say, probably in the next week or two. The mask will be there next week for sure, but the hoodies are still in production. The holidays kind of threw them off with getting everything done. I don't have mine yet either, so. All right. If anyone's interested, the Victory Fuel hoodies that we have that are modeled after our race suits. We do have those for sale, so if you're interested, let me know. I do have channel merch down below the video. The stickers and a t-shirt right now. I don't want to get too deep into it until we grow our following. I am trying to get to 5,000 subscribers by the end of the year, so if you're watching and not subscribed, definitely hit that button. It helps the channel out immensely. Right. See what we can do here. 16:3:58 was our last lap. Oh my gosh. We have less than a tenth of a second to take off. Less than a tenth of a second. That's all I need to get this sponsor bonus. Oh my gosh, it's even closer now. Come on. Also, a friendly reminder, if you want to keep up on the real racing stuff, the Osmond Racing page or channel has all of that information on it. We did a few videos over there on our trip to PRI, so definitely go check those out. We want to try to keep growing that and keep all the real racing stuff there. So if you want behind the scenes stuff or anything like that, you have to go over there. Davey, I know you said earlier about some older games. I have tried to get like the old Dirt Track Racing and Dirt Track Racing 2 games on my computer, but I can't figure out how to get it actually working. So if anybody has any advice on that, that would be great. I have the Sprint Cars Road to Knoxville game from Steam, but it doesn't have native controller support. So if anybody can help with that, that would be great, because I would love to do a series on that too, or at least a few videos, just to kind of break up the monotony of this game. I realize playing the same game 5 days a week can get old, so I do want to try some. I do want to try some new stuff, but I need some help getting there. So I keep running good laps, but it's not good enough. What do I need to do? All right, let's check. You see me craning my neck, it's because I'm trying to look at the tack in the bottom right of the screen, because my microphone is like blocking my view. But all right, we're gonna complete this lap, and I'm gonna go change the gear ratio just a tiny bit. I'm gonna go a little shorter just to see if that gets us the 0.3 of a second that we need.
Let's take a look at the speed charts.
All right, do this. 620 on the rear end ratio. Continue. Oh my goodness. Continue practice. NASCAR games, I I would like to when the new one comes out. I'll probably do that. One thing I have wanted to do, but it's been so long since they announced it, and I sold all my wheel and pedal stuff since then. iRacing at one time was getting ready to launch an AI career mode type thing, and I was like, oh, that would be so cool to do because I think iRacing is a lot more immersive, obviously. So, shit, that's Gary Nelson. He won the last race. I would love to do something like that, but if you've been a subscriber of this channel for any length of time, you'll know. Oh man, we're so close. Less than I don't even know how to describe that now. Very small, insignificant portion of time is what we need to get the sponsor pulled out. So, if you've been a subscriber for any period of time, you'll notice that I've done some iRacing stuff in the past. The problem with iRacing is it takes so much time to do. Not only to actually like physically run the events and whatnot, it takes so much time to edit it and get through it all and all that stuff. So I'm gonna have to alter the gear ratio if I want to run any higher. I'm pushing it now. Okay, so 16.6. Yikes, that's half a second slower. All right, I'm gonna try one thing here, but I mean, there's a lot of stuff I want to try to do. It's just dependent on time and availability, and I accidentally did the wrong thing. So I'm gonna do something I hardly ever do, because I accidentally went to qualifying instead of continuing on to practice. That's my bad. That's my bad. I would love to do more stuff. I would love to do different stuff and what have you, but I just need time, really. And as the real racing season gets closer, and it's like I don't have the physical time to really devote to doing all of that, if that makes sense. I want to be able to, but I just don't have. I can't. I guess is a real word I'm looking for. And then once June hits, our baby is due in late June, so my time is going to get even more sparse, and my availability is going to get even more sparse at that point in time. So God, these cars are so finicky. I just changed the gear ratio too. I went from a 620 to a 6, and I'm now 0.8 of a second slower. Let me try. I think this is what I need to do. I need to go up and start up top and just use the banking of the track, drive down and apex it late, and that is 16.6. Wow. Oh boy. I feel like I'm chasing a never-ending goal. All right, so let's try this again. Let's see if there's anything I can do here. And add another percentage to the left. I'm going to stiffen up the torsion bar in the right rear just a little bit. All right, so now let's continue practice. I'll make sure I hit the right button. Let these cars go by first. Jeremy, yes, I do. Both cars are Dominator chassis. Our yellow car, a Project 28 car, that is a 2020 former house car. My car is a 2024. It's brand new at the beginning of last year. Season, I should say. It only has, like 3 races on it? Something like that. So, yes, I I think I will be selling both of them at the end of the year, though, and going to something else. All right, 13,353 on that lap. 3/10 faster than everything else we had run up until that point. So, see what this lap gives us. I'm sure you guys all like watching me run practice laps. 16,227 now. All right, I'm not gonna piddle around with this much longer. This is probably the last lap I'm gonna practice before we go to qualifying. I'm gonna change the steering offset to a 175 just to help with that turning down the straightaways. All right, now we're gonna head to the next session. Qualifying time now 16 or 15,680. Get out of here. Wait, yeah. Oh my goodness, 15,689. Come on. That's a little redonkulous, but we'll see what we can run here. 16,083, the fastest we have been able to run so far. Let's see what we can do here in qualifications at Knoxville. It's not going to be good, I'll tell you that. All right, we are on the clock here at Knoxville. Last race of the regional season. We have a hefty points lead. So I am in no way concerned about that one. Is 16.6. Wow. We're a full second off the fastest time of the night. For the, the goal time even. A full second off of that. Lap number 2 hopefully is better. 16.3. 25th. That's a good number, but that's not where I want to qualify. Starting 5th in heat race number 1. Oh boy, we've got a work cut out for us here. Got a long way to go. Okay, so it is reassuring though, because when you look at the list here, like Brent Brown, Ricky Holden, Kurt Henderson, those are guys we're racing with on a consistent basis, right? So they're close to me. That means, there's some guys in front of us that are just, how do you say, ringers, right? So Ken Duke Jr. gets top honors here in qualifications. Justin Youngquist in second. Tony Armstrong third. Austin Reed comes home fourth, and Zach Henderson Jr. qualifies in that 5th spot. All right, so I am going to revert back to that and make it a little softer on the right rear. I think it will help. And then I'm also going to drop that down. I don't think running it to red line every single lap is really where I want to be. So, all right, we're going to do that. 6 heat races, top 3, I'm assuming advance. We're starting 5th. So, got our work cut out for us. So, let's go. Heat race number 1 on tap. All right, top 3 to the A main, top 2 to the qualified dash. We are starting 5th. Here we go. Green flag is out. I'm assuming this is going to be 12 laps too. And it is. All right. Get a good start here. Now looking to the inside of Jessica Robinson. Not able to make the pass stick. She'll jump out. Still in that 4th position. Brittany Baker is in 3rd. She gets passed for that spot. For the 2nd spot where she started. We'll stay in 5th at the end of lap number 1. Going to the inside of Robinson into turn number 1. We'll have 4th now. We need to reel in Brittany Baker, DMD, and see if we can grab that 3rd and final A main transfer spot. Made up a lot of space there through turns 3 and 4. We are still hitting the rev limiter after the gear change. Looking at the inside of Brittany Baker, DMD. Yes, I'm going to make that joke. Those who know what it references. So, Brittany Baker still rides in 3rd. Doug Dotson in the 2nd spot. I forgot the guy who's leading. We're now to the inside of Brittany Baker. We do not have her clear there, but we're going to grab the 3rd spot. There it is. And I just spit all over myself. She's going to power back on the top side, gets a good run through 3 and 4. She'll go down the front straightaway to our outside and try to have the spot. I think she had it at the line. Off of turn number 2, we're going to try to slide up in front. Nothing happening. We'll stay in the 4th spot. I need to make more gear ratio adjustments because I'm still hitting the rev limiter. We'll tuck in, get a little bit of the draft, go into turn number 1, dive to the inside, slide up off of 2. We'll have the spot. There it is. We are now in the third and final A-main transfer spot after getting by Brittany Baker, Doug Dotson, Ken Duke Jr., second and first respectively as we hit the halfway point, halfway home, 6 down, 6 to go. 6 laps to go here as we enter turn number 3. Looking now to get by Doug Dotson, maybe put ourselves into the qualified dash here at Knoxville in the final race, final showcase event of the year as well. We are making good progress here in this one. Started in 5th, up to the 3rd position here already. Will be 4 laps. We make a lot of progress up through 3 and 4. We're now on the tail tank of Doug Dotson as he's going to have to go low. We're going to have to go even lower on the apron. We'll make a little bit of contact. He's going to lose his mind, but he'll keep in the A-main transfer spot. And he rebounded quickly off of that one. He went all wibbly wobbly, dibbly wobbly down the back straightaway. But 3 laps remain here. He's not going to be happy with us, I know that. But hey, weapons racing, right? Oh, he's going to send that lap car for a ride as we're going to have a caution on the speedway. Caution on the speedways. We've got a green, white, check it, overtime here in heat race number 1. Ken Duke Jr. is your race leader. He's been up front all race long. We are restarting from the 2nd position. Get a good jump here, and I actually have him cleared. We're going to jump to the race lead, but he's going to grab it right back as he's going to jump back to the race lead. Doug Dotson gets right back by us as well, puts us back into 3rd. Like I said, he's not happy after we kind of muscled him out of the way. White flag this time by last lap here in heat race action. Is if we can hold on to this spot, we're closing in on Doug Dotson for 2nd once again. Can we make it happen? Last lap heroics. Nothing doing. We'll finish in the 3rd position. That is a 3rd place finish for us here at Knoxville Raceway. We will start 13th in the A-main. Ken Duke Jr. gets the race win. He'll start on the pole of the qualified dash. Doug Dotson will join him in the qualified dash where he will start 7th. We are starting 13th in the A-main. Everybody else from Brittany Baker, DMD, and on will have to go through a consolation race. It is A-main time here at Knoxville Raceway, and we'll go 2 notches because I think it's going to help us here. So I'm going to go with a 2 ratio. I don't know what you would call it, but I'm going to go down 2 on the gear ratio, go to a taller gear ratio, smaller number, taller gear. Hold that. So here it is. Last race of the regional season series here at Knoxville Raceway with the micro sprint. Starting next week, we'll move on to something else. Hint, hint, if you know what big event is coming up a week from tomorrow, that's what we're going to be racing next. That's the car we're going to be racing next at least. All right. So A-main is up next here at Knoxville. 50 laps is the distance. Here we go. Let's get it on. A-main time here at Knoxville Raceway. Ken Duke Jr. won the qualified dash. He'll roll from the pole, and starting in 2nd, Justin Youngquist. He finished 2nd in the qualified dash, and Brittany Hughes finished 4th in the main. She'll roll from 22nd. We finished 3rd in heat race number 1. We are going to start from the 13th position. Here we go. Green flag is out. Our last race in the regional micro sprint series is underway. 50 laps is the distance. We're going to look to the inside. Gary Nelson immediately through turns 1 and 2. Nothing doing. He'll have a good run off of 2 and grab the spot right back. We'll hold on to the 13th position as Nathan Gramley from behind trying to grab that spot from us. Nothing doing. Lap number 1, we're still 13th. Into turn number 1, we're looking to the inside. Gary Nelson will grab that spot and move us into the 12th position here. Remember, our sponsor goal for this race, I think, was the top 5. So we got a long way to go to get there if we're going to satisfy that incentive contract. 2 laps complete now. Looking to the inside of Jason Reed and Doug Dotson. Oh, a little bit of contact with Mr. Dougie Boy there. We're going to get to the inside of him, down the back straight away into turn number 3. We're going to have the spot there, but not super cleared. We now got him cleared. All right, 3 laps complete, and we're now knocking on the door of 9th position. There we go. Look at that. We got a 2-for-1 Kmart Blue Light Special there with a, 10th to, or 11th to 9th on that one. We've now got 4 laps complete of 55-0 is the distance. Lisa Dixon now next on the shopping block. We're going to get by her relatively easily. Had to get up on the apron a little bit, but we're going to get the spot. She's going to try to power back on the outside. Nothing doing there. We'll hold on to the spot. We have 8th place. Oh, contact behind us. Dixon and Ramirez get together. Probably my fault. I chopped them off a little bit, but we are continuing on through here. Working lap number 6. We have been green so far in this one all the way. No cautions have slowed our momentum at all. 44 to go that time by. We got a little too sideways there getting into turn 1. Lost a little bit of momentum. We'll continue on through here. Working lap number 7. Trying to get by or catch up to Harry Nelson and Tammy Gonzalez, 6th and 7th respectively. Cars are gaggling up behind us as now Brittany Baker, DMD, looking to our inside. Wow, she's got a good run building up there. And she had to come from the B main. She's got a great run going, I will say. Wow. She had to have come from the B main because she finished behind us in the heat race, and only the top 3 advanced to the heat race, through the heat race. We finished 3rd, so she is running a phenomenal race right now. With less than 10 laps completed, she's already up to 8th. We run in the 9th position right now, right behind Brittany Baker. Lisa Dixon is behind us. Billy Ramirez behind her. Race leader is Ken Duke Jr. He's been out front all race long and all night long, to be honest. He's got on us, he has a 6.4 second lead as we work in the 9th position. 12 laps, or lap 12 being worked right now. I feel like the Harry Nelson and Tammy Gonzalez cars, the 2 cars in front of Baker, are going to bring out a caution here in the next few laps. They've been getting very, very close. And now it looks like Gonzalez has started to put a little distance between herself and Harry Nelson. We've got to keep an eye on behind because Lisa Dixon is starting to close in on us. I wonder if we should maybe go to that top side and see if we can make that work. Nope, see, Dixon just dropped right back to the bottom and almost made that move on us when we went to the top and opened up that bottom group. We'll continue working through laps here. Lap 14 complete. Oh! I got real excited there. Lisa Dixon and Jason Reed making heavy contact. Jason Reed gets airborne, but keeps it on all 4s, and we stay green. I'm not too thrilled with Lisa Dixon about that one, but I got excited. I thought we were going to be able to, rack them and stack them and restart this one. Oh, Dixon's going to have a good run there. Yep, that I'm not going to say I made a mistake. She just had a really good run off of turn 2 and was able to get by us, putting us back now into the 10th position as now 34 laps remain in this one. 34 laps remain. Lisa Dixon gets by us for 9th, and we're not letting her get away too much. A little bit of contact there. No harm, no foul. That was my fault. Ooh, Jason Reed now closes in as we lose our momentum down the front straightaway. Dixon now still in 9th. Reed, though, has closed in considerably on us for 10th. I definitely don't want to lose my top 10 spot here. Oh, we got a good run on Dixon going into turn number 1. We'll jab it down hard into 1 and grab the 9th spot right back. Put us back into 9th. There's got to be a caution come out here at some point. Unless we used up all our cautions in the last race. Gosh, how many were there? 14 or 15? It seemed like there was caution every half a lap. So we do have a gaggle of vehiculars up in front of us, about 4 or 5 cars all together. You can't tell me that nothing is going to come from that. They are 2x2. Wow, come on. Oh, We are going to have a caution, but I think it's going to come from behind. Yes, sir. Lisa Dixon gets into it with somebody. Caution comes out. All right, we're going to have a restart here. Duke is still your race leader. We are going to restart from the 9th position. Here we go. Green flag back out. 22 laps completed at the line. 22 completed at the line. 28 laps to go. Excuse me. Billy Ramirez is going to have a good run there on the restart. Oh, boy. Gary Nelson jumps to our... Okay, we did not have a good restart. That is abundantly clear. And now look back to the bottom on Gary Nelson and Jason Reed. We'll grab those 2 spots right back. Put us back into 10th. Caution back out. Don't know what happened there, but hey, got another caution. If anybody has any questions, now's your time to ask them once this race is over, video is over. But we're going to go back green flag racing here. We'll have 24 laps complete at the line, 1 away from the halfway point. We got a much better restart this time. We actually got by the 92 of Billy Ramirez, but he's going to get... Okay, I say we had a better restart, but then I get passed by 2 cars. Well, 1 car, really. I passed one of them already. Oh, boy, contact! Oh. Was that my fault? Was it? Was that my fault? You guys tell me. I don't think it was. I think it was a racing deal. It was a racing deal, right? All right, another restart here. We just hit the halfway point that last time. Last restart. So here we go. Cautions breed cautions. Here we go. All right. Got a good jump there, but I think once we get into like 5th gear or 4th gear or something like that, that's when we lose everything. So, yep, Gary Nelson then going to go to the inside. He grabbed 1 spot back from us. So we're right back to where we started. Jason Reed is to our... No, that's Billy Ramirez. We're going to have a good run down the front straightaway to the inside of Nelson we go. It's Nelson on Nelson action, though. As I've got it. I'm in the middle. Oh, well, I was in the middle of the Nelson sandwich, but Lisa Dixon threw her hat into the mix and now splits that up. Oh, boy. Harry Nelson almost got into Tony Armstrong there off of turn number 4. We're now going to get to the inside of Tony Armstrong. Harry Nelson gets slowed through the middle of 1 and 2. We're now going to look to the inside of him and now put us into P7 here on the field. Somebody got a good run on the... Oh, boy. Okay. That was inconsiderate. We're now going to go lose 2 spots back to 9th as Harry Nelson and Tony Armstrong get by us. They split me there. That sounds so wrong, but I'm going to give Harry Nelson here a little boot to the booty. Let him know we still here, brother man. All right, so I think we can get by Nelson. I think we can get by Baker, too. We just got to have an opportunity in the opening to do so as time is winding down here. 19 to go in this 50-lap affair. Looking to the inside of Nelson now into turn number 3. We're going to have the spot push back into P8. Duke is still your race leader. Ken Duke Jr., the race leader. We run in the 8th position now. Tony Armstrong right in front of us. Brittany Baker. They are 3 wide off the corner. We're going to capitalize right there. Baker and Armstrong get together and get slowed off of turn number 2. We will take advantage and move from 8th to 6th. That's a blue light special if I've ever seen one. But Baker now powering back by on the top side, as is Harry Nelson. Where did he come from? Getting a big head of steam built up there, but he will not be able to make a move. We'll stay in 7th with 16 to go. Jerry, it's never my fault, right? Always the other guy. Never admit fault. No, I will always admit fault if it's actually my fault. Looking now to the inside of Brittany Baker into turn number 1 for P6. Can we grab a top 5 here at Knoxville? She going to do a little crisscross, applesauce. Grab the spot right back. See if we can crisscross her crisscross and do a little crisscross inception. But no, we are not able to. Jeremy, yes, we are planning on running weekly at CJ and 34 with scattered starts at Macokota. Obviously, we'll be at Super Nationals. We'll be at Batesville at the end of the year. That's in Arkansas, though. So, but yes, we CJ and 34 weekly with scattered starts elsewhere throughout the season. So, All right, running 7th now as we are approaching the latter stages of this one. Less than 15 to go. We'll have 11 to go at the line this time. Nope, 12 to go. I can't do math. 12 to go. Oh, caution is out. Okay. Caution is out. We'll restart here from the 7th position. Remember, our sponsor goal is top 5. So let's see what we can do here. We'll have less than 10 to go. Nope, we'll have 11 to go at the line. We're going to restart here, get a good jump. Remember, all these restarts, we've gotten good initial starts, but then everybody kind of closes in on us. So we'll hold on to the 7th position for now, but Brittany Baker and Tammy Gonzalez 6th and 5th. That's who we're trying to get by. We need a top 5. I want to end the year with a top 5. 10 laps to go, though. 10 laps remain here in this one as we wind down the Micro Sprint Regional season and our championship at the Micro Sprint Regional level. I'd love to cap it all off with a top 5. Baker and Gonzalez are getting very close to each other off of corner exits. So I want to try to keep an eye on that. Baker gets by Gonzalez for 5th. We're now going to try to get by Gonzalez for 6th. We got a good run on Baker, too. Can we get P5 at the line? She'll have it, but into 1. We'll take 5th. Put us into the top 5. Zach Henderson, Austin Reed. I don't know who that is in 2nd, but Ken Duke Jr., your race leader. Those are the 4 cars in front of us. We've now got 7 laps remaining. Let's see if we can hold on to this top 5 and end the year on a high note here at Knoxville. Oh my. Baker just sent Gonzalez. You'll notice Gonzalez is back to 10th. Yep. Brittany Baker just sent Tammy Gonzalez. There's going to be words in that pit area. Mark my words at the end of the night. So, all right, here we go. We're going to have like 5 laps remaining here. Yep, 5 to go at the line. 5 laps remaining here in the showcase at Knoxville. Last race of the season here in the Micro Sprint Regional level. We're going to get a decent start here. We're going to make this car 9 lanes wide, and we're not able to hold on to it. We're going to lose 3 spots. 3 spots. It's going to be hard to make back up. We gotta chip them off here real quick. Let's get by Jason Reed. No, he's fighting a little hard there. Lisa Dixon now pressuring from the backside. That sounds wrong. But we've got 4 cars under a blanket trying to grab that top 5. Oh, we're going to make contact there with Harry Nelson. And he will maintain the spot, or have a good run to maintain the spot at least. Now we're going to get a run into turn number 3. Let's look to the inside of Jason Reed. A little bit of contact there. No harm, no foul. Everybody stays pointed in the right direction. 2 laps to go, running in 7th, trying to get 6th from Jason Reed as we all close in on Brittany Baker for 5th. Oh, a little bit of contact there with Gary Nelson, not Gary Nelson. So we're going to work to the inside. Oh, contact in front of us. We're now looking to the inside of Nelson once again. Oh, man, I left that lane a little too open for Reed. We're going to do a little crisscross applesauce. Can we get by him? No, I'm not going to take him out. We'll finish 8th. We'll finish in P8. Not the best finish, but a finish nonetheless. So, Ken Duke Jr. gets the well-deserved race win. Justin Youngquist will come home in 2nd. Austin Reed in 3rd. Zach Henderson finishes 4th. And Brittany Baker, DMD, finishes in 5th. All right, a little inside baseball here behind the curtain. This is how I get my thumbnails. So let's go find a good one here and figure out what's going to be the thumbnail for this one. I will update the, excuse me, it'll be the thumbnail for the shortened versions, I should say. So let's skip through a lot of this. Blah, 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 blah. Ooh, that's... so close. I want a better camera angle. That's not a bad one. That's not bad. Let's get a little closer here. There we go. I like that. Hopefully you guys like that. So that's our thumbnail. All right, not a bad run for us here. We moved forward. And that's the goal, right? You don't want to fall backwards. We started 13th, finished 8th. That's a gain of 5 spots. Not bad. But the season standing is really the more important thing, and mission accomplished. finished. So we are the regional series micro sprint champion. Race earnings from Knoxville, $23,000 for an 8th place finish. I'd take that. I'd take that any day of the week. 41,978 and more skill points that I can't do anything with. So you guys, I've been contemplating something. So I want your opinions. I want your honest opinions. Would you guys like to see a video where I go over like my wish list for the next game, like what I want to see in the next game? Um, I've thought about it. I think I should, but let me know if that's something you'd like to see. I can get that done here relatively quickly. All right, so we're all done here at Knoxville. Let's head back to the race shop. All right, back here at the race shop. I'm going to turn my camera off now. 8th place run in the micro at Knoxville. Yeah, we weren't able to get that top 5. I think I screwed up on a restart, and that really kind of threw it out the window. So, but there is our regional dirt series championship trophy. We got the dub. Got the dub. Got the dub. Yes, I am definitely happy with that one. Another championship. That's good. Greg is a two. I mean, technically, yeah, because I won the local championship. Um, yeah, I guess I am a 2-time micro sprint champion, so that's cool. The micro sprint champion is me. I can't believe this is really happening. I can because we dominated this season. So, um, yeah, I mean, we had a good run. All right, and then who do I want to sign here? Who do I want to sign? Who do I want to sign? So payout per race, we're gonna have to sign MSD. All right, so there is our season 1 summary. 26 races, 26 top 10s. Not a bad run for us at all. 21 top 5s and 10 wins. We definitely let our strengths, let our muscles show in this one for sure. So, a good season for us here at with the micro sprint. Ken Duke jumps in at the end of the year. 1 race, 1 win. So definitely made his presence known. Clay, I'm in the middle of Illinois, literally the middle of Illinois. So yeah, definitely a good season there. That is now 2 championships checked off at the regional level. Let's go ahead and take a look at what else is left. We got the midget, the big block. Now, the UMP mod and the 305, right? Yeah, because we've already run. Have we? No, we haven't. The 360. Is that right? One of those, the UMP modified and one either the 305. No, it's the 360. So UMP modified and the 360 sprint car. I'm so sorry. I'm all over the place right now. Since we've already run those seasons, I'm probably going to just run those off camera or maybe do like members only type thing with that. But I mean, I can do the um, just publish the showcase races with those cars, but I don't want to run through another season of those cars since we've already done them. So that's what we've got left, right? So we have the midget, the big block, the UMP modified, the 305 street stock, and the 360 sprint cars, and we already did the pro late model. Um, so yeah, that's what's left. 26 races in every one of them except the street stock. It's only got 25, weirdly. Um, but yeah, I mean, that's what's up next. We were able to wrap up the championship here with the micro sprint. As we look forward to the future, right? We look at the national level. Then you've got obviously the micro, the midget, big block, UMP modified, the 305, the street stock, the 360, the pro lay model, and then you get into the ASCS non-wing 410 sprint car. So that is the only added car at the national level. So yeah, we've got to get through all of those. Each one of those is 34 races. So it's gonna be a doozy here. I have a schedule of what I'm planning on doing and everything. So you guys let me know what you like to see, and if you want me to do that wish list video or what have you, I'll get working on that, Jerry. I see your comment there, so thank you for that. But Yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and call it there. That's going to do it for us here today. Episode 75, World of Outlaws Dirt Racing 24. I am the OGGO, Greg Osmond. Thank you all so much for watching, and we'll catch you next time.